It is said that God is love. We have heard that many a times, and many people have explained in their own ways what is love. But to feel that love is the best way of understanding it. Even if you explain or describe in all detail this is all right. Though it is described in all detail, you cannot enjoy love without experiencing it. This experience comes to us because God Himself has placed within us the mechanism to absorb this love and to manifest it. It is a very delicate mechanism within us, extremely delicate. This mechanism is placed in our heart. And by our ignorance, so many times, we spoil this mechanism or disturb it, or sometimes even completely destroy it. The light of love is joy. Anything else cannot give you joy. It's only the love that you feel in your heart gives you joy. This mechanism acts in 7 layers within us. In the periphery of these 7 layers, we have got ripples of this joy arising. They come to the shores of our brain and create the bubbles of joy. But again, if the brain is a very rational rock, then these bubbles dissolve, giving no effect to the rock. So a loving person is 1,000 times better than a rational person. But most of the people feel this love only on the periphery of the outermost layer, which is the light of the Muladhara. As you know, that Muladhara has got excretory effects, and how important or relieved we feel when our excretions are all right. It's a basic thing. But to make this joy not so dominating over all other joys of deeper sensitivity is to be innocent. I know one cannot be innocent. You have to be innocent yourself. But with Sahaja Yoga you can, by clearing your Muladhara. So that's very important that our Muladharas must be clear, our innocence must be established, so that these gross joys do not cover the entire spectrum of our life and make us slaves of these gross joy-giving reliefs. But to clean your Muladhara does not mean by any chance in Sahaja Yoga to get after any kind of obsession and obstruction, but to give a natural release like an innocent child to these ripples which need not go back to all the other layers of joy. As you go forward, you know, in the second layer is the joy of creativity. In the joy of creativity, when the joy of creativity comes within us, it again comes back to the periphery. For some people it is so important, so maddening to create something. They are mad after it. And they think it is something so important to do, to create some thought, to create some book, to create some artistic impressions or something. For some people it's very important, so they create. And this creativity, when it hits some rational mind, it gives him the same kind of a deeper reaction, that a person starts thinking that he is the greatest of all and whatever he does to the rest of the world is all right as long as he is a great creator of thought or idea. Such a man can become very, very dogmatic, dominating, and could be tyrannical. Because he thinks whatever he does is showing results, showing success according to him. He rationalizes the whole thing, and the whole thing goes back much deeper into him, covers all other his chakras. So the neutralizing of this second layer is thoughtless awareness. Nirvikar, nirvichar. When your awareness is enlightened, samadhi, and you are in nirvichar state, then whatever you create, you just see it. In thoughtless awareness, you really enjoy whatever you see or whatever you create. You are in thoughtless awareness. That is how it is kept to the periphery. It is important that it should be kept coming on the brain, because brain is the one which records it. And if the brain is such a solid stuff that it cannot record, it is not sensitive, most of it is lost in giving it a reaction, and the whole joy is finished. In the same way, you go to the third very, very important center, of your Nabi. Nabi, or you can call it the navel chakra. The joy of feeling that you have eaten the food cannot be described. In Marathi they say, आता चांगलं पोट भरलं आमचं. If you are hungry, you won't even take to Sahaja. You won't take to God. Even if God is standing before you, say, first fill my stomach, oh God, then I will talk to you. And when you eat the food, the joy you get out of that also goes to the periphery. If it goes to a rational rock, as I say, then again the effect is deeper. If you start thinking about it, you feel, I have had my food, others must have, and this and that, and all those things. And then you think that I must have more of this and more of that. I must have something more to feed my stomach. Now, how to get rid of Nabhi complications? Because these joys are so temporary, you will see in every case. Now, Nabhi joy is also very temporary. And you do not also enjoy it much. If you could, you would not go into it again and again. So the neutralizing point is satisfaction. You should feel satisfied. Now, the most important chakra is that of the Jagadamba, is the heart. And this gives you joy. At a point where you have a relationship with your children, Udara Charitanam Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The people who are generous, for them the whole world is their own children. For everyone the love flows. Everybody's worry is the worry of that person. This comes from the center heart. That you try to mother every person. That feeling is there. But the anti-joy people are, this is my son, this is my daughter. Now the son will bring a dowry, so keep some good food for him, and to the daughter give her some dahi bhat. So what is the essence? First and foremost is essence of heart chakra is security. Is to feel your own security yourself. Feel your own security within yourself. Only the realized can feel that security, because they know they have their Atma, their spirit. So now we come to the chakra of Vishuddhi. Vishuddhi chakra can be divided into two, is here and Hamsa, we are two chakras. And Vishuddhi chakra is, as you know, is the chakra of Virat, where we have to seek ourselves in others. We have to seek our Atma in another person. We have to feel his Atma, we have to feel everybody's Atma, we have to feel everyone else. We have to feel it. And how to do it, Krishna has taught us, is Madhurya. Is English मध्ये काय शब्द नाही म्हणा. Is the sweetness. Madhurya is the essence of sweet. Feel others with the sweetness of it, that you are going to feel a flower. You are going to smell the fragrance of the other flower, which has a different fragrance from yours. Feel that person with that sweetness as you feel the flower. How you catch the flower, how you smell it, how carefully you don't even break a little of that so that you get the complete fragrance. That fragrance you can only feel if you have that sweetness, that madhuri. And that sweetness of yours is so joy-giving. How you say things sweetly, how you express yourself sweetly. But in Marathi language, very difficult. खाष्टपणा पाचवीला पुजलेला आहे. खाष्टपणानेच बोललं पाहिजे, तडाखून. गुजराती झालती होता, पण त्यांचं नावी गेलेलं आहे. I think the sharpness of tongue, the cutting nature of tongue, the sarcasm, the so-called brilliance of expression. Sometimes it is better to be with a Buddhu than to be with such an intelligent man who is all the time sharp going on hitting you, morning till evening. Then you say harsh things, then develop a guilt. Then you develop a guilt, then you have to say more harsh things. It goes on. So this kind of a behavior is because when we speak, we do not have a sensitivity to feel another person. Put yourself in the same situation. How will you feel? Then we come to Agya Chakra, which is the light itself. That is the one that enlightens your attention. Agya Chakra. That is the light by which you see everything after realizing. And when you know you are the light, and when you know that you are the eternal light, that nothing can kill, nainam chidanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavak. Once you know that in your Agya, then all the fears and domination disappear just like that. Because it is the light of love that does not dominate, nor is afraid, because it knows it is eternal. It is not afraid of death or of crucifixion or of anything. So to allow the joy of Agya to penetrate within you is to stabilize your light. In that light, you will enjoy your sacrifice. Like the martyrs who kill themselves with joy. In the same way, whatever trouble you have to put in for Sahaja Yoga, you will do it with joy. Anything that you have to face, any kind of sacrifice. So the last chakra is of Sahasrara. Which is a very important center because it is in the core of your heart, it's surrounding your heart. And all the 7 chakras have got their seats there. These are the seats which receive the joy and communicate to the heart. In Sahasrara, if you are there, already so many things you have got. You've got your vibrations, you've got your powers. But it's the most tricky center. It's a Mahamaya. Kalaki in a Mahamaya shape. It's a completely lived. In the Sahasrara, the joy of Sahasrara is the joy of the entire thing because all the 7 seats are there. If you can capture your Sahasrara in complete recognition of this Mahamaya, complete recognition, which is a very difficult thing because always the Maya is there. Then there's nothing to talk about. Then see how your heart enlarges. See now. Just recognize. See the expansion of your heart. It will cover all your entire being. Just recognize.